Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. I got my man Clayton sitting on the steps, and to his left is my man Tump. And we're gonna get ready to talk about some NBA, and we're gonna talk about the U.S. men's Olympic team, right? And that's where we're gonna start at. We're gonna start at with this controversy going on with Joel Embiid, and he kind of throwing LeBron under the bus, and he's saying that he don't think that the LeBron is holding the Olympic team back, basically. And then he also said that he don't think that they'll win the gold because LeBron not the player that he used to be. What you think about that, Tump?
This guy, Embiid, man. I'm telling you, man. Faye got me laughing, man. I'm telling you though, man. This guy, he's gonna call out LeBron and say he's not the player he once was. There's 11 other guys, I think, on that team.
Right.
So if they lose, it's all LeBron's fault.
Pretty basically.
So no one else is going to be held accountable except LeBron. Exactly. No KD, no Anthony Edwards, no Anthony Davis, none of them. Yeah. But if they win, is he going to give LeBron all the credit? If he going to say we won because LeBron,
right?
This guy, man, is a selfish ball player, man. Yeah. He's always injured. When he does play and when it's come money time, he don't show up.
Right.
I was mentioning the game 7 in Boston a couple years ago. They had a 3-2 lead on Boston. Mm-hmm. Lost at home. Then went up to Boston, lost a game 7. He had like 6 points in the second half. Yeah. And he blamed it on Harden and Doc Rivers. What they got to do with you not going out there demanding the ball? Give me the ball. James Harden, if you don't give me the ball, I'm going to punch you in your face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what bigs do.
That's what Pat
right.
Shaquille used to do.
Right, man. What's the name? Kenny Smith say, Olajuwon used to say that to Vernon Maxwell. Yeah. He tell Vernon, man, stop shooting and give me the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Put hands on Vernon.
He sure did.
He
sure did. Yeah, he sure did, man. So, get out of there, man. No. Yeah. No. Exactly. Right.
Man. So, but before you finish, my man Steve Glazer said this Embiid guy is a snake.
Yeah,
so
he is.
He definitely in agreement.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is, man.
You make a good point too about creating division within the team.
Right.
Planting that seed.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. So everybody say, oh man, we lose, we off the hook.
Yeah.
Everybody blame LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This guy, man.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? Steve Glazer did remind me of he fooled the French team. He wrote a letter to the French Prime Minister to help him get on the French national team so he could play, and then he changed his mind. I remember that.
I don't remember.
He went through he jumped through all these hoops, and then he agreed to play with the USA team after he had solicited to play for the.
Wow! Yeah, see, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Now, even if you agree with some of the statements and stuff like that, you trying to unify a team, you trying to play together, y'all on a mission together. You don't do that. Like, you don't bring these things out and let these statements leak and stuff like that, you know. And then what's interesting about it is he just joined the team. Mm-hmm. Does he even have that kind of cachet with Team USA?
That's a good point too.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good point. He's not looked at as a team leader.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That would be Steph, LeBron, and probably KD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like the 3 team leaders. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to come out and say that. And they had a close game the other day. What did you do?
Yeah.
You want to say LeBron ain't? What you do? I mean, you a big. What you do again in that game?
And LeBron do have championships.
Right.
Championships also.
Right.
They represented USA.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Right. This ain't their first rodeo. Right.
So if I'm Joel, this is my first time. I'm trying to
Ingratiate.
Yeah. That's right. Right.
I'm not coming on and starting to already
Right.
bangers.
Exactly. And you let everybody, not just the other players, but the coaches too.
The coaches.
It ain't their fault either. If we lose, it's all LeBron.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy.
Yeah. So now, what y'all think about like the fact that who they play yesterday? South Sudan, right?
Yeah. That's what they played.
South Sudan and had to win on like a last-minute shot.
Yeah, it came down to the last possession. Yeah.
You think they trying to like? Why would they? You think they just trying to like develop chemistry or something like that? The fact that they couldn't have like a more commanding lead.
I didn't watch the game.
I didn't see it either.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Obviously, South Sudan don't have the talent that we have.
Right.
They don't have any notable players to speak of. Like I watched some of the game. They don't have any notable players to speak of, like some people that like we would know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it's South Sudan.
You spoke to a point when we was talking about the women's team, and somebody was saying that Caitlin Clark was like the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who does the men have that's their quarterback?
Well, I think LeBron is the quarterback for the men's team, right?
Okay.
And so if LeBron is the quarterback, and all right, so it's almost like you talk about the WNBA. LeBron on the men's team is almost like down in Taurasi.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like people feel like he is aged out.
Right.
And like if you bring in a younger guard who is more up tempo, you know what I mean? But like LeBron, his tempo is not like that.
But who's playing point guard? Who's the point guard?
That's what I was asking. I think is it LeBron?
The United States national
That's
team.
what I was saying. Is it LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron. Yeah, LeBron is the ball handler for the USA team.
Yeah, because
He's
that's what
listed
I
as
was
the point guard. They didn't bring no point guard.
That's my point. They ain't bring no true
But
point guard.
Even if you have a true point guard,
Steph
LeBron
is
will get
there.
the ball.
The ball gonna be he gonna have it.
Isn't he listed as point guard though?
Yeah, but Steph
I know
not
he shoots,
point.
but I'm just
Yeah, but he don't even have that type mentality. He
Yeah,
only have a point guard mentality. Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. C. Glazer said no. South Sudan played very good.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'm not. They may.
Right.
They may have. They did. I agree with you. But you know what I mean. I'm not really down with South Sudan, and I didn't notice like any players on there that I was familiar with.
And then LeBron hit that ultimately was the game winner.
Yeah, he did. He hit a layup going to the
Going to the basket. And it was maybe like 6 seconds left. They had to defend on the other end. Yeah. Okay, so he made the basket, the go-ahead basket, and then they had to defend it. What's the name? So why didn't he say that?
Well, you know, I think he made comments saying that it shouldn't have came down to that.
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
So why he didn't make a difference so it wouldn't come down to that? Why Embiid didn't make a difference so it wouldn't have came down to that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I will say LeBron beating his chest over that though, because after the game, because it was a layup, right? So it's like
it was a layup.
They didn't do that. They didn't do their film study. Because if I'm Sudan, I'm making him shoot that J.
Right.
You want to beat me out there. You ain't coming to the lane, but
they was playing one-on-one.
Yeah, LeBron.
They was playing one-on-one.
Yeah. So
it was good. It was clutch.
Yeah,
he got the layup.
But C. Glazer said that South Sudan shot 41% from three. And they scored on 14 3-pointers. So so that means that we're not playing no defense either.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We giving up.
Yep, we giving up jump shots.
What if they shooting contested? Like I didn't see the game.
Yeah, well, they moved. One thing I noticed about I watched a little bit of the game. They move the ball really well. That's their thing. They shoot 3-pointers. They move the ball really well. But I didn't know that they that was their specialty. I just thought that maybe they was high, or maybe that the USA defense wasn't up to par yesterday.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
maybe not.
Yeah, combination.
I mean, and because we may not be aware of those guys, don't mean it ain't great talent.
Hell yeah.
I'm not saying that. Yeah.
So maybe Sudan would be a team you keep an eye on as the
Yeah.
see what they do.
Yeah, they definitely could. And so C. Glazer said Team USA shot 25% from three. They made
that day.
7 3-pointers.
That shooting day.
They
Yeah.
only made 7?
Huh?
only
They
made
made
7
7
threes?
3-pointers out the game.
7 out of what?
I
Like
don't know.
25%. They had to be a
Yeah.
big
Damn.
number.
Like
That's
28. They shot, it must be like 25. That's 28. So they probably shot 28 3-pointers and
Yep,
only made 7. That's 25%.
Off
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, but where all these other guys? Where Anthony Edwards, you know what I mean, that everybody love now, where was he? Where was Embiid, you know what I mean, the one running his mouth? Where was Andy Davis? Now, Andy Davis that I seen, he been playing deep. He been playing good defense. You know what I'm saying? But what did he do? What did Steph do? What did KD do?
Jason
Tatum. Then they said they switched him out the lineup, the starting lineup for
Booker.
for Devin Booker.
For Booker.
Yeah, they say he switched him out the lineup. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? The reasons behind it.
You losing on defense. You losing
length, size,
and things of that nature.
See, all right.
Yep.
The message and the messenger. Let's separate this. The message as far as the messenger, right? Because when you're talking about LeBron, could it be some truth in what Embiid is saying? But it's just coming from the wrong person. As far as like, all right, so because you got LeBron who has a ton of influence on like who plays, who don't play, and stuff like that. And so could that be holding the team back?
Why would he have that influence? Why would he have that influence on the international?
Because of
you got Steve Kerr, man.
Phil Knight and Nike and LeBron and all those guys.
But you got Steve Kerr that's a championship coach, man. You know what I mean? Steve Kerr, you know, he's the coach over there. I don't know who his staff is, but I know he's a championship coach, man. Why would LeBron be right? I think, man, don't get me wrong, man. I know LeBron has his hands in a lot of different things, man. Too much sometimes, man. But I think people believe, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That any and everything that happens that he's on a team with, they say it's because of him. Yeah. And I don't think that's always the case.
Yeah.
Maybe he tried to have that influence, and maybe in a couple of stops, Lakers now, Cleveland first time around, maybe he did have that influence.
He didn't have
you know what I'm saying? Right. No, of course not. No, he had it in Miami. But you know what I'm saying? But maybe like anything, if he on the team, he running the team. If he on his, you know what I mean, he running the front office. I don't think that's always the case.
But what did we say? What did we say off camera? Right? Nike.
Yeah, man.
Nike, yeah.
Yeah,
Nike.
man.
Care nothing about no Steve Kerr.
Yeah, man. And that's so unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
That they allowing them, like you say, they didn't took the check. Corporate sponsor.
Take that check.
You know what I'm saying?
And LeBron is a major
player. He they point man.
Yeah.
You know, so you right.
Especially if I'm running ads and campaigns. I remember when the Dream Team went abroad and Nike invested a lot of money in Michael Jordan thing. He was that guy, big billboards and stuff. So now if you putting together marketing campaigns and stuff around your brand and you want to use LeBron's going to have a lot of influence over that team.
I'm going to tell y'all a quick story.
You're going to go through him. Go ahead.
Nike was pushing Mike because he was their guy, the Dream Team.
Yeah.
But the Olympics, like corporate sponsor or something, it might have been Adidas.
Yeah,
might have been Adidas. It was Reebok. So he had to cover it.
They had to cover it.
Yeah, he had to cover it. So you know what I mean. So he went, that's Jordan. You know what I mean? With a Reebok, and that's when they went to go receive their medal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he refused to wear anything else.
Well, he probably couldn't.
No,
you know what I mean? He probably couldn't.
Wearing Reebok.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying his contract probably say he can't. So Nike probably told him, man, you're gonna have to cover that.
Well, no. He wore Reebok and covered it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same thing. You know what I mean? You can't be seen in it.
He wasn't seen, right? He wasn't
can't be seen.
Yeah, but you're right.
Yeah.
Nike was like, I don't know.
So but do you think that like that's the sentiment about LeBron James? Like he is just people just think he's not just internationally, but in the NBA, like people just think that he has too much control. Because when you think about like all the players who had the opportunity to go and play with him, like they always choose to go somewhere else.
Because they're gonna get blamed if they lose.
Yeah.
Be scapegoated.
Right. Right, they gonna get blamed if they lose.
And his style of play don't always match.
It doesn't.
No,
It
Klay
doesn't.
Thompson, his father is part of the Laker lore, part of the organization, and he chooses to go to Dallas.
You know why?
Why?
Niggas my team. They horribly run, man. They told him they had 40 million. Didn't even have it.
Yeah.
I mean, 80 million for a 4-year deal, but they didn't even have it. Oh, we can offer you this, but before you can actually sign it, we got to move this piece. But you don't have it then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't have it because they say, well, you went to Dallas for less money. Well, we don't know because we don't even know if the Lakers actually had what they said they could sign you.
Yeah.
You tell me, Tunk, I can sign you, man, to 80 million for 4 years. All right, give me the pen. Well, look, right, call us Monday. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, y'all,
That's
man.
like somebody who writes you a check and say, don't put it in.
Right.
Don't put it in.
Right.
Put it in May.
Let's go back.
Right.
Let's go back years ago when they was talking to Steph Curry about playing with LeBron. And his statement, he didn't want it.
Well,
He said,
Kevin
"Nah."
Durant.
Huh?
Kevin Durant said he didn't want
And
to.
Kevin Durant too, but Steph Curry was adamant. He said, no, you know,
Yeah.
something about Golden State, not going to LA and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Like Curry would have to leave or
it
LeBron would
was
have
something
came.
like, I think he was coming up on a contract or something. If I'm not mistaken. And Curry had no interest.
Yeah.
But that's how
in
it
going
should
to
be.
LA.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. What's his name said that? Reggie Miller said that on one of them shows that used to come on
That's
NBA
what-
channel.
yeah.
He's like, man, I wanted to beat him. I ain't want to play
against him.
right. I want to
Yeah.
play
Well,
with him.
that's how the NBA used to be back
Right.
in the day. Like, you know,
Right.
and see,
That's right.
that's what I talk about. Like when we say like how
That's how it
the
should be.
WNBA, you know what I mean? Like everybody is like people is competitive.
Right.
Larry Bird ain't want to play for the Lakers.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, Mike ain't want to play for Detroit.
Right.
You know, and then that's why
I
as a
want to
fan,
beat him.
man,
You know what I'm saying? I want to beat him.
as a fan, you get the best out of all those ball
Yep.
players because they getting pushed
Yep.
by their nemesis. And,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
And so
What about when they caught them on camera? Kyrie, because he was still in Cleveland, leaving Cleveland at the time. He's still in Cleveland. Kyrie, Steph, and all of them, they caught him on camera mocking LeBron.
yeah.
Remember that?
No, I didn't know about that.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's how it should be. I mean, listen, man. These guys, man, they're professional. They're at the top of their game. That's how, it shouldn't be like, I can't say nothing about him, or I'm scared to say. Man, look, we got on that court, we gonna bump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all. Now, off the court, what's up, man? How the family, everybody. But when we on the court, we did that growing up. We homeboys, but when we get on the court, we gonna bump. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, now, like some of the old school players even have an issue with dudes even exchanging jerseys after the game. You know, what I mean?
I seen it. Yeah,
You know, they like, because like you said, they are like they just so competitive. They want to, you know.
Well, you know what's that? Elvin Hayes, Dr. J dunked on Elvin Hayes one time. Elvin Hayes ain't speak to Doc for like 7 years. He ain't speak to Doc for like 7 years, man. And Doc like, I'm gonna dunk on you again, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't speak to Doc, man, for 7 years, man. Doc like, man, do wow, I'm gonna dunk on him again.
So, what my man C Glazer said, all right, LeBron, he talking about LeBron. He's not loyal to the Laker organization, and that's one thing I think a lot of people feel about LeBron. Like his loyalty and his allegiance is only to LeBron.
That's good.
And I mean,
because teams ain't loyal to the players.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Teams ain't loyal to the players. So I don't even get where these fans get brainwashed into that way. I'm right. I'm supposed to be loyal, like to jobs. If somebody else come by and say, man, you whatever job you working now, somebody come say, man, I'm gonna pay you X amount to do the same job you doing here over here, man. You be out of there, man. You wouldn't even give them a 2 weeks.
No 2 weeks.
You wouldn't even give them 2 weeks. Right. Yep.
I'm done with you.
That's right.
Even
That's
the
right.
fans done with you.
That's right. That's
But
right.
the fans get mad
When
you
you're
take
right,
your time to go do
they go when you want to do. Right.
That's
right.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I don't get that.
So that just come with the territory.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm gonna say that I like what he did getting his son ain't can't play.
Right.
But I like the fact he got his ass.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
That he had enough leverage.
Yeah.
Like Mike said,
His
once
ass.
he gone, his leverage gone. Once he retired, his leverage gone. But while I still got leverage, get him in here. You know what I'm saying? Get him in here. Right.
I do think
never
his
that.
son gonna retire the same time he retired.
Yeah.
The first father-son farewell tour.
Look. Mike said last week, right? Mike said, you boy ain't playing. Mike said, man, how long you think Bronny gonna be there after LeBron retire? I say LeBron just signed a 2-year contract. I say, so he be there 2 years. I say he be there 2 years, man.
Both of them got 2-year contracts.
Right. Right. He be 2 years,
yep. You leaving when your father leaves.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to see the other kid though. I want to see the other kid coming. I haven't seen anything on him yet. I want to see.
I watched. Now the kid Bryce, I think he's a little bit better than
Bryce. Bigger too.
Bryce
and he's bigger too.
I think Bryce got.
He got blessed with his pop size. Yeah, he got blessed with his pop size. Yeah.
He gonna be. He gonna have.
Cause he might be what 6'6", 6'5", 6'6". Yeah.
I don't know how much truth it was.
Right.
I don't know how much truth it was to Space Jam, but if Bronny was the kid making video games, he should have let him do that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
So anything else. Anything else.
Peterman said that South Sudan player was clearly fouled. LeBron about to cost y'all the goal. Yeah, and see, that goes back to what Joel Embiid think that the style of basketball that LeBron play is just holding back those younger players on the team.
He talking about the last shot of the game?
Well, his style of play, because LeBron is ball dominant, and he, with
all due respect to him, you got some attitude on this team. Young class, they ain't gonna let LeBron hold him back.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards ain't letting nobody hold him back. Yeah. So if I gotta go get the ball and do what I do, he's got that kind of swag and that energy. So
Anthony Edwards did say he was option number one.
Yeah, he ain't.
I haven't seen it. Yeah. You know what I mean? As far as but I hope he do demand the ball and go get the ball.
You think he should be the number one option on that team?
Anthony Edwards?
Yeah. I just think, man, with all that talent, you just got so much balance. I don't even necessarily think it should be a number one option. But if the game on the line, I don't know.
You know what?
I think I'm setting a play for Steph and let him.
For real? Yep. I'm going to Anthony Edwards, and I'm gonna tell you why. Number one,
he can go to the basket.
He going, he can shoot and he can go to the basket. Yeah. I mean, he got that 3 levels. He can, mid range, jump, and he can go to the basket, right? And so, and
plus for his sheer attitude.
Don't say you the number one option. Go out there and prove you're the number one option and demand the ball.
I would go Tatum over Edwards. I would go Tatum over Edwards. In this particular,
this is why Jaylen Brown need to be on the team.
Go ahead. I would go Tatum over Edwards. Yeah. Jaylen Brown dog though. Yeah, he a dog, but I would go
dog.
What you say? I
say he a dog, man.
Oh yeah, Jaylen Brown definitely is a dog.
Yeah. I like I think we got caught up in him crowning too soon though, because we like him. They say he charismatic. I mean, whatever that means. Because he smile, so everybody like him. Man, damn all that. I ain't caught up with all that. You know what I mean? Tatum a proven winner. Tatum a proven winner, and I ain't even never want to even give it up to Tatum, but he's won. And even though I ain't really squawk about that Finals MVP stuff, he led the team in scoring rebounds and assists. You know what I mean? Tatum did in the Finals. He led the team in scoring rebounds and assists. So, you know what I mean?
But why did they win that final?
You say, why did they win that final?
Because of Brown.
Because of Brown. And Brown first, and defense second.
And Porzingis.
And defense
that was the matchup you ain't had no answer for at all.
They better hope he come back healthy too, man. They better hope he come Porzingis. Because he's what they call him, a unicorn.
Yeah, the unicorn. Tatum to me ain't got that dog in my life. I'm telling you. He ain't got that dog in him.
Who don't? Tatum? No, he don't. Let me get back to some of this chat, right? Because my man DT616 says the world is improving. This ain't 1988 no more.
Right.
LeBron need to come off the bench.
Talk that.
He said LeBron need to come off the bench, man.
LeBron should be like, I ain't playing like that. You know what I'm saying? He should be like, man, I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Let them guys.
Yeah,
Even if he start first dead ball, I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Untying the sneakers and everything.
Well,
you know what I'm
he could be doing
saying?
what Larry Bird did back.
Right.
Right. Larry
Yeah.
Bird come out there and hit.
Take a nap. Yeah, take a nap.
You
You know, man, taking a nap. Yeah.
Larry Bird come out there and give you a couple baskets just to let you know he still got it.
Right. And that's it. Yeah.
So all right. So Peterman said y'all struggling with Sudan. What happens when y'all face France? When y'all face Germany and Argentina and France, right? And so I think that's what I said. Like it's time to really just to let those young dudes put a,
and you know what? We know about them teams because there's pros on those teams.
right.
And like Clayton said, it's probably talent. Was obvious. It's talent on that South Sudan team because they don't have nobody in the pro.
Right.
We not familiar with it. You know what I mean? We're only familiar with Croatia because of Luka and France because of Giannis and things like that. You know.
I'm gonna say Steve Kerr is a wise coach. He's been around a lot of savvy minds of basketball. He's got a good basketball mind. This fight may have served as a wake-up call. So while you struggle with Sudan, that don't mean the United States gonna do the same thing moving forward.
Right.
But all right, I agree with you, Steve Kerr. I like Steve Kerr as a coach, but though will they allow him to coach though?
Well, we're gonna see.
You know what I mean?
If that man, that would be the biggest circus, man. If they put this team together and don't allow him to coach it, that'd be the biggest circus.
Let some
man.
politics affect.
Yeah, man, that'd be the biggest circus
only,
around.
but only if they don't achieve goal.
Right.
That's the only.
All right. So what my man C. Glazer says that France will be easier. Let me see. They were beaten badly by Serbia. France point guard position has been poor. And see, I'm not familiar with like France or Serbia, right?
So, that's where the Joker from.
Oh, the Joker you said?
Serbian.
Yeah, they just beat them.
They just beat them.
The U.S. just beat them.
They just beat them.
Yeah. So man, I hope that I hope USA do get the goal.
And then you gotta remember, man, that '92 Olympic team as constructed. If you drop them in right now, if you drop them in 2024 right now, they will have problems.
Yeah.
What team?
The Dream Team. If you drop them in right now, they will have problems.
You think so?
Because hold on, let me defend my point. Let me defend my point, bro. Let me defend my point, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I just ain't never heard nobody.
Especially offensively, because they didn't shoot the three ball. Right. Now they defended well. You know, they defended well. They defended, and they had rim protection.
Yes.
But with that rim protection come into play, where these teams, these international teams, shoot so many threes. Now ain't nobody going off and say they would have lost and all that. You know what I mean? But if they played now, they be winning by 100 points. No, I don't see that. They would win and they would win gold and all that stuff. But I would think the adjustment, them guys were professionals and all pros, so they would make the adjustment. But offensively, I think they would struggle because they didn't shoot the three ball. The three ball is such an intricate piece in the NBA now. Everybody shoots them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And by them wasn't shooting them like that. I think they was
a 3-point shooter.
I think Chris Mullin. You ain't now. I'm talking about the 92 team, not the 92 team at their peak. I'm talking about the 92 that actually played. Because like you say, Bird wasn't at his peak.
Right.
Magic wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Magic was on his way out too.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You still had like I said, Chris Mullin, and then you had defenders on that team too.
Well, you had David Robinson, you had Pat, but they were rim protectors.
No, I'm talking about floor defenders like Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, who else though? Well, who else though?
Mike and Scottie would have shut that 3-point down.
Yeah, I think so. Because they had the length and they had that lateral movement.
Started going long because of Scottie. Yeah, Magic, that would have been hard.
Remember when Magic faced Scottie in that championship?
He couldn't seal.
That length just was too much. And Scottie could move.
And remember what they did to Kukoc? They didn't even let that dude catch the ball.
Yeah. So I think that
dream
Man, you got stretch fours now. Sometimes even centers. They play five positions. They're shooting that three ball. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mike and Scotty can cover a lot of ground on that perimeter. They not being able to shut the whole other team five down from shooting. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, bro? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And I didn't say they was going to lose. You about to jump on me. You about to swing on me. Lakers about to swing on me. He about to swing on me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, though, if you take that team and everybody, like I said, everybody wasn't at the top of their game then, especially Magic and Bird weren't. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Bird retired, you know what I'm saying, right at the ring ceremony. You know what I mean? But, you know, I would think they would just have trouble. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting ready to be like them Caitlin Clark fans with Jaylen Brown. I want to see Team USA lose because he ain't on that.
He should be on that. Now, they said that the excuse they use, they don't need another superstar.
I want to see them lose.
They need like a role player. But Kawhi wasn't no role player. That's who you replaced him with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kawhi wasn't going to be no role player. Kawhi superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
let me get to Harden. Harden Soul. Harden Soul said that I didn't know Devin Booker was this bad of a defender.
Remember, Mike?
Yeah, we spoke about that. Harden Soul. Yeah, we speaking off camera about like how. I mean, he's definitely not a great defender.
He's not.
Yeah,
he's not.
Yeah, so
again, Devin Rice, he's a great talent, but he need an excellent point guard to play with.
Right.
For him to get the most.
That's right.
He did.
That's
like
right.
His best year was when he played with Chris Paul.
It was.
When he played with Chris Paul.
It was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So all right. Harden Soul also said that LeBron's still good on offense and a facilitator, but defense is bad. Notice LeBron gave up. He gave up the three. Let me see. LeBron gave up the three, and LeBron was taken out for the last defensive play.
And he should have been.
Yeah.
You talking about dude, what, 40? You shouldn't be talking about him being the best defender or the best offensive player. You know what I mean, on the Olympic team, and he's 40 years old. That speaks less about the other players on the team that y'all looking at a 40-year-old guy to be the best player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think though the part of the problem is though that like you said, I think LeBron should be at this point in his career, especially he playing the Olympics, he just like be there for nostalgic reason and just take a back seat and usher in the next generation. You know what I mean? Usher in the dude Anthony Edwards, and you know what I mean? Like, and that's probably why a lot of people are disappointed as far as like Joel Embiid. But people don't really care if Joel Embiid.
Man, nobody care for no damn Joel Embiid.
You know what I mean?
Man, who see it, man?
On the team talking.
Man, this guy, man. This guy.
And so look, and I agree with BT 616. Like, why are we not playing through the big man? You know, you got Bam, you got Davis, you got Embiid, and y'all jacking up 3 points. The hell? So that's a good point, though.
What's his name? Is athletic as I don't know what, man. Bam.
Yeah, I do, man.
Man, he quick off his feet, man.
Yeah, he athletic and he can do multiple different things, and he play defense. And people don't. Bam is a very intelligent ball player too. Yeah. People don't give him credit for that, but I always dig Bam game, man. Right. Yep, man. So so how y'all think that the team going to USA going to do that?
I think they're going to win the gold, but I think this is the last Olympics. I might mention this last week. I'm not sure, but I think this is the last Olympics that the U.S. team is going to be like it's a shoe-in for gold. I think this is going to be the last Olympics where it's going to be like it's guaranteed that they're going to win the gold.
Yeah.
I think 4 years from now, you know what I'm saying, them other teams, them other countries and stuff still coming along. I think it's going to even the playing field even more. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be, not saying that they won't win gold in 4 years or 8 years or whatever, but I don't think it'll be like an automatic like I think it is now.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it's the last year.
That's where I think like coaching and team chemistry is going to come into play. Because in order for the USA to compete with those teams, that's what they lack. Like Team France and Team, these Serbian teams, like these dudes, most of the you might have one or two NBA players that come and fill in a spot on those teams, right? But for the most part, these teams been together for they're together all year round. And they've been together for years. And so like Team France, they're gonna have let me see, they're gonna have Wemby, Rudy Gobert, you know what I mean? So, but the rest of the team been together.
Yep.
And so it's gonna be about chemistry and you know.
And if you see them teams and you really watch them and they sets and they have court sets, man, and you're like, damn, you don't even see that in the NBA.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, you don't even see that in the NBA, what they're doing. Everything in the NBA is, you know what I mean, that high pick and roll.
Right.
Yeah.
That's everything in the NBA is that high pick and roll. No backdoor screens, nothing like that.
What's the team Luka played for? National team. He played for his national team.
And in Croatia.
Croatia. I don't know if it's
I think it's
Croatia or
Croatia,
not.
but I ain't sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
But they lost to, they not in the Olympics.
They not
Because they lost to Giannis and them for the right to go.
the Greek team.
Yeah. That's where Giannis is.
That's who-
Bang.
that's who-
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah. So
So
that's where I think they lost to
didn't
Giannis.
qualify.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think they qualified.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So what my man, what BT 616 says, we need to stop calling the NBA winners the champions, the world champions. The world would be laughing at us if we don't do that. Yeah.
Stop
You
calling-
mean that
stop
the
calling-
NBA
Yeah,
champion?
the NBA
Oh, okay.
teams.
Okay.
I think that's what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
How is Boston?
Stop calling
How is
the world.
Boston and Dallas a world championship? They laughing at us, yo.
Because they don't play outside the United
Right,
States.
yeah. And so so I guess he said like the league is like it's not encompassing of international teams.
Right.
But
Right.
well, we used to do that with boxing too. I wouldn't understand like how everybody. It used to be like that with boxing, like you the world champ, and you ain't fighting everybody.
You fought boxing from different countries.
Right.
It was
Right.
it wasn't always open to everybody though. It was kind of political at one point though.
Was
Like
it?
as far as boxing, yeah, everybody wasn't allowed to like. You know, you could fight somebody from France, but it'll be people from France that you wouldn't be able to fight, or people from like Serbia or something like that.
Because remember when I'm sure Ali had fighters.
Yeah. I mean, from time to time.
Go back
yeah,
before that, though. Go all the way back, even before
Like-
Ali times, like
Like
Jack
Cuba,
Johnson.
like-
and
Yeah.
Yeah, go back.
What's the dude from
Boxing
Cuba
was
name?
always on the world stage.
That's what I thought.
What was the
Yeah.
dude from Cuba name? It was named Stevenson, something Stevenson, and he was a Cuban dude, was really good. And him,
But that was
and Ali-
Fidel, though. You know, he wasn't allowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
Right. You know, Fidel wasn't allowing stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lennox Lewis, he was British.
Yeah. UK. Yeah.
British,
UK.
yeah. But yeah, we always United States. We always crown ourselves.
Yeah, right. Champions of the
World
world.
champion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And everybody from Greenmount, everybody champion, everybody from the same block. That's crazy. Yeah, so
Right. We
Yeah.
champions of the world.
You
Yeah.
been off the block.
Yeah, right. You've been up in
World
gym the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's a lot. But the thing is, though, that's changing though, because like we said, it's opening up, and it's not going to be easy for USA to beat.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be easy this year for
Right.
them to beat win everybody in Olympics.
Right.
The talent is just
Right.
the talent is just something else.
World has caught up.
Yeah, they definitely caught
Right.
up.
And people don't want to admit it though.
No.
People don't want to admit it.
No.
Yeah.
World has caught up.
And
Yeah.
it's a guy. He retired, but he came out of college. He didn't get drafted. He went over. He was overseas like his whole professional career.
Yeah.
And he said he learned more about the game playing overseas
Overseas.
than he did in college.
Kobe did too.
Yep.
Well,
Kobe
He said he
did
played.
too.
He learned more about the game overseas than he did in college.
all right. So you say, speaking of Kobe, right? Kobe father, Jelly Bean Bryant, just passed away, right?
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But I did a podcast recently about that, man, because I just thought like the relationship between Kobe and his parents to me was kind of sad.
It was.
You know what I mean? Because like if it wasn't for Jelly Bean Bryant, man, like Kobe wouldn't have been the man that he was, and he wouldn't have been the player that he was, right?
I agree.
And then I just think that like I just think no matter what your differences, what difference like people have with their parents or their father, like you gotta respect the fact that you still standing on their shoulder.
Yep.
Especially if that person was in your life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like if you make it to the NBA and your father, was an absentee father, and that's different.
Like Jalen. Remember how Jalen Rose?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And so, but this dude taught him the game of basketball. And I just watched also a a clip about his father. Like his father was a coach, a really good coach. He coached high school, and he had some, he had some experience coaching on the college level. And because he played in the NBA, he showed Kobe, you know what I mean, like what it would take to, to compete on that level, man. I just thought that whole situation.
They said there's a story real quickly. They said it's a story where they was at a camp one time, and he told Shamgard to teach Kobe a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, his father like, man, teach him that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shamgard was working with him. You know what I mean? How to teach him that move.
So what was the relationship though?
Well, they had as far as I know, they had a disagreement as far as like his choice of wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I think everything stemmed from that, man.
Yeah,
I really do.
Contention, like with his parents, and then it got to a point where like it was about financing too. You know what I mean? So
the story that I heard that Kobe really wasn't supporting them financially.
Yeah.
Right? He wasn't supporting them financially. Not that he didn't give them nothing.
Right.
But he wasn't supporting them financially. And it got to the point where his parents sold off some of his memorabilia. I don't know exactly what that was though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I heard they sold off. I don't know if it was an auction or they just did. They sold off some. So that made it.
So how you feel about that? Like them selling Kobe stuff off?
They shouldn't have did that. But maybe they was in dire straits.
Right.
Maybe.
And maybe they like, man, this the only way we get, you know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know
that's how,
like Mike says, it's unfortunate all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
And because we don't know, like, you know what I mean, like the intimate details and stuff like that, that's why I just say that the situation is sad.
Okay. This is what I came across on social media. After Kobe passed, right? They say his wife was receiving flack for not saying, well, here, take this, have this, right? Now, it was a counterpoint to that. People were saying, no, she's obligated to her husband and children. You know what I'm saying? If that's how he was, I'm going to continue to operate. Right. And if I'm the reason why y'all had a falling out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I want to ask y'all, what do you think about that? Like the position on that? Like,
you hold that for 1 second.
Sure.
BT 616 said, no way you should allow the parents of your spouse to struggle like that. Vanessa should have cut them a $5 to $10 million check and kept it moving. So
he answers that. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think though?
So all right, my thing is if I agree with BT, right? Because the lifestyle that she live right now is because of Jelly Bean Bryant and Jelly Bean Bryant's wife, right? Before she met Kobe, she was a model and she was, you know what I mean, whatever career she was. It would have been
model.
She a struggling model, right?
Yeah,
you know
video girl,
Because she wouldn't have, her or her kids wouldn't have had a lifestyle. No matter what you feel like personally about that, you got to show some appreciation. And like I always say, like you are standing on the shoulders of Jelly Bean Bryant and his wife, even if you don't want to admit that. So yeah, I agree that, you know what I mean, she should make sure no matter what her personal feelings are, that they take
Let me ask you guys a question. What about her relationship with Kobe?
Well, Vanessa's relationship with Kobe.
Yeah, so like to me, especially after some of the turbulence and the turmoil they went through, seemed like they had an incredibly cemented bond. Seemed like they really loved each other a lot, right?
Kobe and his wife?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
So what if some of her moves, some of her sentiment is based on something Kobe cemented in her?
Well, let me answer that. Yeah. Let me answer that. But because, all right, so if you're a couple and you see your spouse making a mistake, right? Because you love your spouse that much, sometimes you got to go against their wishes.
What if she didn't see it as a mistake? Maybe
she just... I'm talking about from my point of view, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, because if I see my spouse making that kind of mistake, whether they are dishonoring their parent, I'm on your side, but I'm not gonna let you make that kind of mistake to not show your appreciation. Like if I'm married and my wife argue with her parents, I'm on her side, but still I'm not going to like allow her to dishonor her parents. So I think it's still within her power to respect Kobe's wishes and still honor the parents too at the same time.
And then what my man said, you can cut him a check or something. That don't necessarily mean you gotta have a relationship with them.
Right.
You could just send it.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, be done
Right.
with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just real. It's just, and like you say, the bond that she had with her husband, and of course they had conversations.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? And maybe she like, well, nah, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really be mad either way. You know, we could just say what we would do.
What you think?
Yeah, man, what we would do in the situation. Right.
There's so much nuance to relationships.
It really is.
You really don't know what was going on.
It really is. Right.
Well, all right. So, so we don't know what was going on, right? But like I said, like this is the reason why I'm in the NBA. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like this is the reason why I live the lifestyle that I live. The reason why, like, this dude showed him how to tap into his talents and develop his talents and skills to the point that, in my opinion, he like the second greatest ball player, you know what I mean, to ever do it, behind Mike, in front of LeBron. Why, you know, like that's priceless. And like Peterman said, Kobe, his net worth is like 500 mil. And so if you cut a check for $5 million, like what's that, like a 1%, 1%, 10%, not even 10%, like 1%.
Yeah, it ain't 10.
That's 1%, $5 million.
It won't affect nothing.
It won't affect nothing.
Yeah.
And so, you know.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna ask you this though, as far as Kobe, the mentality he had, the work ethic and stuff like that. Because he was a lot more successful than his dad in the league, right?
Yeah.
So how much working out, stuff like that, his dad do? I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
how much?
Yeah, did his dad really develop him?
Yeah, he did.
He instilled it in him.
Yeah, he instilled in him.
Yeah, he instilled that work ethic in him. Maybe because he did. You know what I mean? And maybe he say, well, I didn't reach my full potential because I did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you instill it in him. You know what I'm saying?
That second generation.
I very seldom hear Kobe talk. When I heard him talk,
yeah,
I very seldom heard anything about what his dad put him through, and in terms of working out and training and stuff.
Yeah.
I very seldom heard anything.
I think by that time, the relationship was strained. I think by that time.
I know that like early, and I just watched like a documentary, and I know that like in like early in Kobe life, like that was his first coach.
Right.
And so if that's your first coach, you know, your formative years are your most important years. So I can't wait till you get to college and install like a work ethic in you. You know what I mean? But if I install a work ethic in you when you're young, when you like about 10 or 12 years old, that's going to stick more. You know what I mean? Because you get to develop more. Like the sooner you get those kind of ethics, the better it is for you. And the boys going. So that was his first coach. Yeah. And like I said, everything just point back to those are the shoulders that he's standing on. Right. I know Kobe Bryant really admired Michael Jordan, admired Magic Johnson, and all those other ball players. That's cool. But his first coach was Jelly Bean. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And so, you know, yeah. And so what my man BT616 says, no member of Kobe family was allowed to speak at his funeral. Kobe. And again, yeah, Kobe network was 500 mil. Yeah, that's just crazy.
I just have a hard time putting it on Vanessa because you just don't know what Kobe asked of her.
Yeah, you can't really pick a side. You can't really pick a side.
Like sometimes the
Yeah.
public saying she could just do this.
Right.
I don't know, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if I was rich like that, I would not leave it up to like my wife to take care of my wife to take care of my kids, though. You know what I mean? Right. Especially my kids from another relationship. Right. So that's Kobe's fault. You know what I mean? But now that Kobe, you know, I mean, because if you look at Vanessa Bryant's mother, she's not having no financial issues.
And they had a strained relationship
she had
too.
a falling out.
Right.
They had a falling out too. But you know what I mean? She's not selling off Vanessa Bryant old modeling, you know, her old prom dress and shit like that.
Right. Whole videos and shit.
And see, that's how it goes. You know what I mean? Like with the women, they'll fall out and then they'll make back up.
And then you don't know if that became some, maybe his pop say, well, you taking care of her.
Yeah.
Mom or whatever, you know what I mean? You only take care of your mother, you know what I'm saying? And then Vanessa feels a way about that. You know what I'm saying, man? It's layers, man. So many layers, man. Yeah, man. There's so many layers to it, man. You never know, man. You never know.
Yeah, and so Peterman said the Mamba mentality was developed in Italy when he played his dad overseas.
Yep. Right.
And I don't disagree with that. I think and you could look at like Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Like Steph Curry. Everybody, the reason why he the player that he is because of his father. So
his parents divorced.
Right, and they divorced now.
They divorced, yeah.
So yeah, I just think that situation is sad, man. That that the parents go through stuff like that. But it goes back to I think it's Kobe's fault though, because I'm not gonna have like bad blood between me and my parents, and then my wife and her parents good, and then they benefit from the fruits.
They benefit from whatever it is I'm doing, right? But my parents don't.
Yeah. Just on principle.
He made a statement that he didn't approve of his wife.
Yeah.
How do Kobe get his father to approve of his wife?
Well, he don't even need.
He don't have to.
He don't need to approve.
Yes, if you say, and like that's yours. You know what I mean? I talk to y'all whenever. You know what I mean? But this yours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because he didn't approve his wife, Kobe had.
I don't know.
Intent for his father?
I don't know if like I said, but if you're a man,
it could have been before that.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think that like you marry who you want to marry. So you don't need to really, if you don't like your son or your daughter's husband or wife,
you just respect. Exactly.
Yeah. So, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, man, we had another good show, Jack. What we been on for like about 2 hours.
Time be flying, boy. Yeah, be chopping it up, boy. Time be flying, boy.
Especially when we get the gossip.
Yeah, boy.
Talk about how people back and shit.
My man Embiid, man, all people.
Yeah.
Ain't delivered nothing.
Let me see. Peterman said you guys are saying Dr. Umar Johnson was right about Vanessa. I'm not endorsing.
What did he say? Oh, damn, I gotta look it up now. I don't know what he said.
Umar Johnson did say that. Umar Johnson did say that. Vanessa should look out for the parents.
Right.
So I mean, on that, I agree with Dr. Umar Johnson on that. Far as like, she gotta recognize, man, that that's tough. That's sad. Yeah, Peter, man. I think on that point, Umar Johnson is right. But I could do a whole podcast about some stuff Umar that I disagree with. So yeah, that's a whole nother show though, Jack. So all right, man. Let me see. All right, one more comment from my man Peter, man, said the downside of interracial marriage, the money leaves the black community. All right, so yeah. That's true. The money will leave the black community if you allow the money to leave the black community, right? And like I said, you have to make provisions that and like what's the guy? Reginald Lewis here from Baltimore.
You talking about Beatrice?
Yeah, dude, he married an Indonesian lady, right? And so when Reginald Lewis passed away from brain cancer, his money did leave, because his wife was the executor of that estate.
That's right.
The money left the black family.
Right, left the black family.
But yeah, I want to understand this leaving the black community.
Well, because she is the executor, she control, just like Vanessa do, she control like how the money.
You think they're going to reinvest? You think they're going to reinvest into the black community?
Well, I'm just saying, how do we? That whole idea of black community. How do money stay in the black community?
Because
real quick.
Well, it stays in for through investments. Like
that's what I'm saying. We invest in building in the community.
Yeah. All right. And so
instead of taking it out, go ahead. I gotta No, instead of taking that money out to the suburbs and build and invest out there, or the wife after you pass, that money stays with her and her family, her parents, her brother, her sister, and they reinvest in their community. That's how that money leaves.
Yeah.
And don't come back.
How do you invest? You mean like spending your money in your community?
No. I ain't talking about buying because we don't own none of the stores in our community.
Right.
No, so I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about building up our community ownership. You know what I'm saying, and renting and selling to our own.
Now,
that's what I'm talking about.
Real quick. Now, how did the politics play a role in that?
What politics?
City politics, wherever you live in that, stuff like that.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so BT16. All right, BT, man, we touched on the topic here. The BT16, he says, all right, come on, bro. Vanessa kids ain't gonna marry no black man, right? And so, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna marry a black man or not. You know,
unless they're African.
Their father was black. They love their father.
And a lot of times,
women
are more so likely to stay with their own. You know what I mean?
And women be attracted to men that remind them of their father.
Yeah. So I don't know, BT, if you know who they married, but all I can say, like, all right, so if you marry outside of your race and you have money, I think you have to have the forethought to think that to look out for your kids and your next generation, your community. You have to have the forethought to look out to the things that's like important to you. You know, that's what wills and trusts and stuff like that are for. You know, so
remember, genetically speaking, them kids got Vanessa in them too. What did Vanessa marry?
Yeah, she married a black man. Yeah. All right, and so Shadow Pop says that Vanessa is just as black as any other black person. So I mean, yeah, you can look at it like that too. So,
and we went to Kobe.
Yeah, so USA. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's some interesting comments from everybody about that interracial aspect and like where do the money go when when people, rich black men leave, you know what I mean? They leave the community. Where do that money go? But you have to have the forethought to, you know what I mean, to make provisions and stuff. All right. All right. I'm giving you that stat. 76% of interracial women, black women end up marrying white men. That could be true. All right, man. With that being said, man, y'all make sure to go to Amazon, pick up my man Clayton book. It's Trauma, My Love Letter to the World. We appreciate the support. Clayton said he appreciate the support. He getting, you know what I mean? He getting orders and stuff for his book, so it's all good. We appreciate it. We appreciate also everybody who participated in the chat. With that being said, y'all make sure to tune in next Sunday at 11 a.m. where we talking about some WNBA, some NBA, and maybe some NFL. We'll probably drag LeBron a little bit more next week.
We need to talk about that NFL too.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get into some NFL.
And some who?
So NFL.
Oh yeah, it's time now, man.
Right.
Well, we're not gonna drag Lamar though. We're gonna show Lamar some respect.
Okay.
I know certain people like to talk bad about Lamar. But all right, man. So with that being said, we out. Peace, and we'll see y'all next weekend.